tell you a little more about this extreme sport, which sees people dive underwater with little more than a wetsuit to extraordinary depths, all on one breath of air. Let's give you some context. Here's the Elizabeth Tower, better known as the home of Big Ben, 96 metres high, or deep, as you can see here, 315 feet. Recreational scuba divers are limited to barely half that at 40 metres. Freedivers don't have any of that equipment, and Natalia held the record for diving without fins at 71 metres. Male divers have gone a little deeper. Their record stands at 101 metres. Natalia matched that diving with fins, another of the ways of doing the sport. Her son Alexei holds the men's record in the same discipline at 128 metres. There's another even more dangerous discipline known as no limits, where divers often use a sled or weight to take them down. The record here is an extraordinary 214 metres. That's just over 700 feet. Let's have a look at another diver in action. Well, in that video was freediver Dean Fredericks, who joins me now via Skype from Taipei. Hi, thanks for joining us on Sky News this afternoon. Freediving.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Great. What's the appeal of freediving?
Well, it's to be able to explore the underwater world, but to do that without the requirement of any scuba gear. You're completely free to move in all directions underwater.
How do you train for it?
Freedivers can train in the swimming pool, doing lengths horizontally to see how far they can do. They can also train depth in the ocean, normally training on a line in places like Dahab in the Blue Hole. They will train to see how deep they can go.
And when you're down there, how long can you stay down there for?
Well, an average beginner freediver can normally hold their breath between 3 and 4 minutes. But at the professional level, some professionals can go 7, 8, 9 minutes and more.
What sort of challenges does that put on your body?
Cool. The pressure underwater is something that is quite difficult to deal with, because as you dive deeper, your body gets compressed underwater. Your lungs get compressed, and your lungs end up about the size of a walnut when you're deep down underwater. So that puts quite a lot of stress on your lungs, and you're vulnerable to get lung injuries.
When you come back up, presumably the first thing you do is have to take one huge, massive gasp of air. But so I suppose the question would be, who manages to do it, and what is the actual appeal?
Well, all kinds of people freedive. There's people that do it just for their recreational side because they love the underwater world. They want to explore the reefs, the marine life, and just enjoy the ocean. But there's also people that enjoy the competitive side of freediving. They like the competitions. They like to set records and really push their own personal limits. And it's the satisfaction that freedivers get from pushing their own personal limits that makes it a very addictive sport.
Going down without any scuba gear, tied to a weight or holding on to a weight, is my idea of a nightmare. Is it not in any way disconcerting?
They say one of the biggest challenges in freediving is not so much your physical limits, but it's your mental limits. It tests your ability to be able to stay calm. You need to stay calm throughout the whole dive, because to panic underwater, that is the absolute worst thing that you can possibly do. So freedivers, we try to stay calm, and when you stay calm, everything goes okay. And it can be quite an enjoyable thing to do.
What about if you come across a grumpy turtle or a great big shark that's in a bad mood?
Normally for us, it's very exciting to come across turtles and sharks. Me personally, I'm not scared of them. It's a great thing to encounter the marine life when freediving.
It's great to talk to you. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just hearing within the last few moments the driver who was behind